Good morning guys, welcome back to my channel with all the sounds of nature in the background, which is the exact background noise that I want there to be. So good morning guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Amara and welcome to this weekly vlog. I was thinking about what I wanted to do in this weekly vlog. It's nearly the end of August and I thought that we could spend this vlog having a bit of like an end of the month reset, and I thought that I could take you through some of the things that I'm going to do this last week of August to kind of reset. We do have a shorter week. It's now Tuesday. We had a bank holiday yesterday and Jake and I have a wedding this weekend, so it's going to be like cramming everything into the next 3 or 4 days to kind of get us ready for a new month. And I feel like this is especially important as we're in this era of the healing diaries and just really taking the time to feel your best and kind of move stagnant energy out as well. I thought this could be a really important thing to do, especially whilst like monthly resets. Oh my gosh, the deer are here. They always come when I'm chatting to you guys. So sweet. Honestly, I don't even notice they're here and then they like pop out of my peripheral vision. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I think whilst sort of having these resets, I'm making direct eye contact with the little baby deer. Whilst these resets and these routines and these like, I don't know, energy resets are generally just really important, I think they are even more important when you're not quite feeling yourself and you're not quite feeling your best. And it's really interesting because I know I've been really open with you guys about kind of how I'm feeling at the moment and some of the things that I'm moving through, and I've been noticing that a lot of people are feeling the same, which first of all is just, if you are feeling this way, I'm sending you so much love, because going through phases of not feeling like yourself and going through phases of things just feeling really challenging sometimes is honestly horrible. It's not what you want to be feeling. They are necessary without a doubt, but they're also not for the faint-hearted. They are rough, and I've really noticed that as I've begun to speak about it, other people have also been like, I've been feeling that too, or yeah, like things, the energy at the moment, I think collectively actually there's a lot going on, as much as there might be personally for us as well. So I know I mentioned this in last week's vlog, but don't be too hard on yourself. But with that being said, I hope that through me doing my monthly reset, this might be really helpful for you guys as well. And first of all, to caveat, as we know here, my resets are always going to be a little bit more focused on the energetic, but also this is like a slow living reset. This is not like a do a to-do list that is 5 million years long and get really stressed about it. This is a little gentle reset that you can do to just make yourself feel like you're living a little bit more in ease. So with that being said, we're out on my morning walk. As I said, it is Tuesday morning. I have a fair bit of things I need to do work-wise this week, but again, they're really gentle, they're really nice. I'm writing a email for my email list. I have, honestly, the background noise of London. You guys are really getting to know the real me, because the amount that like background noise drives Jake and I crazy. It's our least favourite thing about living in London, is there's just noise everywhere. Peace and quiet, that is much better. But yeah, as I was saying, I have a few little worky things I need to do this week. I need to have a little plan of some of the classes coming later on in the year. I'd actually like to plan basically the last quarter of the year for Soul Shadow this week. I think I'm planning a bit of an exciting series, hopefully there. I'm not going to say too much, but hopefully. And then I have a email newsletter to do for my email list, which is becoming my favorite part of the month. I really love doing that. I have a sound healing to do, so there's a few little bits and bobs, nothing too busy, but lots of work where I can really get into like my feminine flow, which is going to be really fab. So yes, that is the plan for this week. Before we even jump in, if you aren't already subscribed but you're enjoying these videos, make sure that you subscribe below, and let's get into this little mini gentle reset week. Hello guys, I'm checking in with you a little bit later. As you'll have seen yesterday, to be honest, spent most of the day at my laptop prepping for kind of the end of the month. I do have a fair bit of admin-y things that I usually need to get done around this time, like my monthly newsletter, which it's all finished and done and ready to go out. I think it's going to go out on Friday this time, so that is all ready to go. I also planned this morning, I was planning all of the classes for September on Soul Shala, as well as a potential new series. So I've been doing lots and lots of sort of sitting and planning, which is actually really, really nice. It's been very chilled. I've been sat with a cup of tea working away, but I have just finished and I can now begin to get on with more of the more exciting bits, I guess. The plan for the afternoon is I have honestly just a few admin things I need to collect. I have a few parcels at the post office, one of which being a restock, or I guess a new selection of vitamins that I am going to be trying out, so I'm excited to get those. I also need to pop to just collect a few other bits. They're not exciting bits, a new laptop charger and whatnot, but the end of the month is a really, really good time to just kind of get all of your admin-y bits out the way, and your not just admin but life admin bits of collecting things, delivering things, returning things, whatever it might be. So that is the plan for the afternoon, and then hopefully we'll see where we get to this evening. I might take myself out on a walk, or I might just set myself up for a really lovely cozy summer evening in here and really take the time to reset. I need to do like an everything shower. So that is the plan. So yeah, let's get going with a very, very errandy afternoon. Hello guys, it is a fair bit later. Forgive if there's any background noise here because I have got the windows open because I am just giving the apartment a full energy cleanse. I'm about halfway through now, but I thought I'd just stop and kind of show you what I'm using, what I'm doing. I do have an entire video on my channel all about cleansing energy, but I thought we could just do a little mini one together. So that is why the windows are open. I ran just a few really, really quick errands. Annoyingly, my vitamins hadn't arrived at the post office yet, so I'm gonna have to go back tomorrow, but never mind. I have lit the candles, got out my cleansing agents, and I've decided today I am cleansing with sage. This is quite an old sage smudge, but the reason I'm choosing sage today is because sage is really fantastic for like cleansing any stagnant energy, but also just removing any slightly more low vibrational or negative energy out of your space, which I definitely feel like our space is in need of that. There are so many different cleansing agents you can use. Palo Santo is another one which is really good for drawing in positive energy, so they're kind of different in that sense of sage is very cleansing, whereas Palo Santo is very kind of brings in good energy. So this is a real good cleanser. Also incense you can use, which is really fantastic. I know there are certain room sprays as well which can be really fantastic for this, but I'm a classic sage kind of gal. So my plan is I will basically work around all of the entrances and exits to my home. So I will cleanse with smoke around the windows and the door. I try to make sure all the windows are open because as we cleanse the energy, it needs to be able to leave. So having everything open is really important when you're cleansing. Otherwise you're just shaking it all up and then it has nowhere to go. So I cleanse around all of the windows and I go in an anti-clockwise motion, and then once I'm done, I always do this when my space is relatively clean as well, so it's really it's a little counterintuitive if the space is physically not that clean or just a little bit cluttered and messy. I just find it's not as effective, so I try and bring myself around to this when our apartment is relatively clean and tidy and organized, which it is at the moment, especially like this space in here is. So that is the plan for the evening. Then my plan is falling over there. My plan is to set myself up for a really chilled evening. I think I'm gonna watch Pride and Prejudice, which is my favourite film, brew a pot of tea and just have the most chilled vibes. Hello guys, happy Friday. I have been the world's worst vlogger this week, I must admit. It's only been, I think I was with you guys on Wednesday, so it was only yesterday that I didn't really check in, but it is now Friday and I've had a bit of a morning of just doing some errands. I actually finally went to collect my vitamins, which is a bit of a saga, which we're going to chat about. Don't worry about it, I've got the cats everywhere, but last night I did a fake tan, which is why I might be looking a little bit more golden. I use the Bondi Sands liquid gold. I've used that for years. I've used it since I was in uni on and off. Love it. It's really easy. Just does the job. So I'm feeling very fresh. I've got fresh hair. We actually have a wedding this weekend, which I don't know if I mentioned, but Jake's sister's getting married. It's a very chilled one, but I just wanted to feel really, really fresh. What I love about weddings though is like, it's not about me, so I don't need to look perfect, which is great. But yes, that is kind of what I got up to yesterday. And today, this morning, I went and picked up a bag for a present, which you will have seen, but I went into my favorite gift shop, which is so lovely. I need to go back in there a little bit more often because it's just has so many lovely things in there. And I collected my vitamins. Now the vitamins that I went for, I think we've spoken a little bit about this before, probably a little while ago, definitely not in the past year or so, but I suffer with PMDD, which is like quite a severe version of PMS, not every month, but quite frequently. And I'm always trying to like get to the root cause of it. Quite often it's if I'm really stressed, it makes it flare. Basically all it is just, as I said, really intense PMS and more emotionally that sort of PMS side of things. But I'm always trying to do things that will just help support all of the hormone balance and whatnot. And I don't know how I stumbled upon this, but I had seen the evening primrose oil was meant to be really amazing for this. So that is what kind of sparked my vitamins order. And I was like, you know what, I'm doing a monthly reset anyway, it's the perfect time. So I ordered this bundle, this one being hormone balance, which is mainly just magnesium and a few like B3, B6, just a few really essential vitamins in there. And then I ordered this evening primrose oil. However, with that being said, I don't know if I'd necessarily recommend this one because it is not veggie, and they didn't say it wasn't veggie on the website, which is so annoying. This is the My Vitamins, My Vitamins Evening Primrose Oil. It's not veggie. I wouldn't recommend it. I have actually found the one I'm going to replace it with. The reason it's not veggie is because it does have beef gelatin in. Now, I am quite a strict vegetarian. Gelatin does bug me, so I try my best not to consume it. I think I've mentioned I'm vegetarian here before as well, but yeah, that's just not ideal. So I'm gonna try and replace it pretty quickly. And the one that I have chosen is actually on Amazon, so I thought I could share it with you. I don't know if it's gonna be good, but it has great reviews. Kind of wish I'd just gone with this one in the first place, but never mind. It is this Fushi organic evening primrose oil. That is what I'm going to order to replace that. And I'm hoping they're going to give me a refund because they really do need to be labeling things as vegetarian or non-vegetarian, or at least just like accurately labeling them on the website. A little bit annoying, but never mind, no big deal. But as I said, that's the one I'm probably going to go for. It's organic, it's fully veggie, it's not in the capsules, but that's fine. It's not a big deal for me personally. So that is the little vitamin update. The plan for the rest of the day is actually the afternoon now. I sent out my email list update. As I said, did lots of errands this morning, just making sure that the cats had everything they needed, because we are off out of London again this weekend. I feel like it's gonna look like with the vlogs that we've spent 2 weekends out of London in a row. That's not the case, but this weekend we are out of London, and next weekend, which I actually really love. I do prefer when we can take the cats with us, but we do have a really lovely cat sitter who is just fantastic, so that also works. So they have got all their supplies for the weekend. And then I had a really exciting delivery, which I'm so excited to share with you guys. Like, so excited. I ordered myself a new tarot deck, which honestly, my wish list for decks at the moment is huge, and I have to really try my best, not just because, yes, decks can be, they're not all expensive, but if you have ones in mind, they can be a little bit expensive and they are an investment, but also like I need to make sure I give myself time to connect to them and let them have like their moment of being my main deck and really connecting to them. And if I have too many new decks at once, it's like impossible to do. So I try to really spread it out, but my list is huge at the moment. But this one has been on my list for over a year, probably, at least since Christmas. So what, 8 months it's been on my list, and it is the Mystic Dreams Advanced Tarot. Now this is from Saint Soleil. I do have one of the other Saint Soleil decks, which you may have seen in my vlogs. It's the, oh my gosh, what is it called? Let's have a look. It's called the Lucid Dreams Tarot, that one, and this one is the Mystic Dreams. And as it said, this is a advanced tarot deck, so it's not necessarily suitable for beginners because it doesn't come with a guidebook and it doesn't come with a lot of illustrations. But honestly, this deck is stunning. It is so beautiful, and it's, I think what she said on the back here is, Mystic Dreams invites you to transmit your light and explore eternal realms of unstirred wisdom. All of the backdrops soften the veil between this dimension and the one you seek, and there's pearlescent auras and there's lots of distilled visual elements. Like, this is just such a soft, beautiful deck. It's pink, it's feminine, it's so intuitive, and I am so excited to get to know this deck. I need to pack my bag for the weekend after this, and I think I'm going to bring this with me. I'm also going to do my journaling for my reset, and that's going to finish us off tomorrow because I'm going to have a lovely little journaling morning, but I'm going to bring that with me. But I just thought I could show you kind of what comes in here. So I have actually got it out, but first things first, it comes with a little aura quartz, which is very pretty. And then honestly, these cards, I'm actually halfway through a flick through of them all and just having a little look at them all, but these are, I'm gonna leave those ones there. This is what they look like. So sort of pinky, a little bit purpley. They are very soft and pale with the gold sort of emboss, and then the golden holographic sides. So pretty, so feminine. And what I really love about these is that they have slightly different names for the traditional tarot. So as I said, if you're newer to tarot or you don't read tarot particularly intuitively, this is probably not the deck for you, but I really love how much room it gives for interpretation. I love the sort of backing images and the way in which the light hit the card. It honestly just leaves so much room for intuition, which I really love. That one's also so pretty. The Magician, which, no, this is the Manifestor, which is the Magician in like the Rider-Waite traditional tarot. So that is lovely. And then it also came with a really lovely like silk scarf to read off of, which, yeah, I'm not sure if you can see that, but there's like the moon, there's like an Isis symbol there. It's just gorgeous. It's so stunning, and I feel like I'm going to use this with quite a few of my decks rather than just that one. This is, oh, the colors are just so perfect and so me. So I'm really excited to use this. I think it's actually going out of production, so that was kind of what made me bite the bullet and was like, okay, now's the time, because I think they're stopping production on it at the moment. So yes, that is my little update for the day. As I said, the plan is I need to pack for this weekend. It's been a very sort of practical errand running, getting bits and bobs together day, but I'm going to pack and then we will have some dinner and then we will go. The plan is then tomorrow I think I'm gonna bring my journal, as I said, and do a bit of some yoga, some journaling, because I can do it outside, which will be really, really lovely. And then the wedding is on Sunday, which is very exciting. So hello guys, it has honestly been ages since I checked in with you. I think I left you guys almost a week ago, definitely a week ago. We had a really, really lovely weekend outside of London, and we had Jake's sister's wedding, which was just absolutely gorgeous, but it was very, very busy. So whilst I had the intention of catching back up with you over that weekend, honestly, it was very, very busy, and it is now a week later. It is the Saturday afterwards, and at first I was actually feeling really, really bad that I hadn't checked back in. I missed my upload last week. I was a little bit worried about it, and then I was like, you know what? This is exactly why this is a gentle monthly reset. Not everything needs to be done before the first of the month. Not everything needs to be finished, and that is actually why, you know what, that's why we're being a little bit more gentle. And I think that that's actually really important sometimes. I think especially when we're thinking of doing like resets or getting things together, we feel like it all needs to happen at once, but actually it really, really doesn't. I've come back to it a week later. We've had the new moon, so I've really just taken some time to sort of observe that energy, and I've then circled back around and I've been like, actually, I've got a free afternoon. Let me just finish and pull together this very gentle monthly reset. So as you will have seen, I had a bit of a slow morning. It is honestly so grey and gloomy outside, but I'm actually very appreciative of it. I did a little yoga practice. I have done my end of the month journaling, and also starting for a new month. And a few of the things that I was thinking about with those journal prompts were, what am I ready to let go of, and what lessons did I learn in this month that's passed, but also what I'm proud of myself for the past month. And one of the big ones I did was, how can I be a little bit more gentle with myself this month? And I think that's one that I would really recommend if you're on this kind of, especially like a healing journey, or just any kind of moments where things are feeling a little bit challenging. Ask yourself that. How can I be more gentle with myself this week, this month? What can I do to allow myself just to have space to process, or have space to work through whatever it is we're working through, and just be as well. So that was a really, really lovely one, and I spent a lot of time thinking about that, and also like just taking the pressure off of things is really important. And that's why I said this is a gentle monthly reset. We can still pull our energy together, we can still turn a new leaf, and it not have to be filled with loads of expectations and loads of pressure, and maybe creating those feelings of like, I need to do something, or things need to be immediate. But actually, no, I can give myself time to adjust and move through this, and just be a bit more gentle with myself. And then I also set just a few intentions for the month ahead as well. And then I did a end of month tarot reading as well, but also kind of a new month tarot reading because we're very much into September now. So I gave myself a little tarot reading with my new Mystic Dreams deck, and with that particular deck, the creator says that it has been designed to be read by either like candlelight, I think it was candlelight, daylight, or moonlight, one of the three. So I actually put my candles around it and did like a candlelight reading of that, and that was just beautiful. I adore that deck. It's actually, I've had a little bit longer to connect with it. I feel like last week I was just showing you that it had arrived, whereas like I had like just a week, but still a week to connect with it, and we're really getting along very, very well, which is really, really nice. So yeah, that is kind of the end of my monthly reset, and I really hope, first of all, that this showed you that you can take your time with these things. It doesn't need to be, even over the course of a week, might be a little bit longer than a week, but also I hope this just gave you some permission to ease into the month of September a little bit more gently. I think September also comes with a lot of expectations sometimes because it's that back to school feeling, but you can take it a little easier. We are still in late summer. We are still very much in those days of slowness, the warmth. So give yourself some permission with that. But otherwise, I think that is everything from me. I really, really hope that you enjoyed this gentle reset vlog. If you did, please do let me know. Comment below, let me know what you include in your gentle resets, or what it is that you like to do at the end of the month, your end of month or new month rituals. But otherwise, I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you in next week's vlog. Bye guys.